Scott Fornash, City of Marlin Public Works Director. As you can see, the progress on Ward Street is moving along. We're actually starting to lay asphalt now. We've laid over 200 tons at this point. We do have a lot more to go. My biggest problems I've been having is the recent rainstorm that came through messed up a lot of my road base. A lot of people were driving past my barricades, tearing up my foundation on the road itself, so we ended up having to redo it all. We have the road now blocked off to keep people from driving on this until I can get the road completely done. I do ask all citizens to please, be in mind that this road is shut down. Do not cut across the VA parking lot. We will be barricading that off. We will continue to keep working on this road until it is complete. Then once we're done with this, we'll move on to another section in town to get them roads repaired and get them back straight where we'll keep tearing up cars. The biggest point that I have on my road repairs is please be mindful of the barricades. They are there for a reason. One, the road may not be suitable enough to put a car on, and a lot of the materials that we put down need time to set. So, just keep that in mind. Right now, due to the amount of asphalt that it's going to take to finish this, it's over what I initially anticipated, so I'm having to kind of look at my budget lines to see what I have money left to move it over into the asphalt side of it so I can get this thing completed. I probably won't be tearing up as big a section of road in the future. We will be trying to use this as kind of a guinea pig to show the council and the citizens this is what it costs to do this much road, and maybe we can get into something to get us some better equipment to do a different aspect of it, either a grinder or something like that where we can grind the roads and set them back down instead of having to buy all the new material. But it's just kind of a touch base to kind of fill everybody in at what all this costs to do this kind of stuff. Like I said, my guys have been working real diligently. They've done a really good job. It's kind of a learning process for everybody as far as how bad the roads were once we got them up. We'll be doing repairs on, when we're doing these roads, sometimes these curbs get tore up and sidewalks get broke. We'll be fixing those once we get the roads done. But other than that, we're just trying to show the citizens, we're trying to go forward with this. We do have a lot of still ditch problems. I'm working with the engineers on that. We have a lot of tree trimming with the rain and everything. These trees are falling, limbs are breaking. We're trying to address those as fast as we can, plus all the water line and sewer line problems that we've got. A lot of a project on this size here, it all depends on when you pull the old asphalt up is what your base looks like. If your base is real, we run across on this road here, we had some shallow spots with real good base, and we had some deep spots that didn't have any base left. It was just potholes after potholes, and the water has gotten up underneath them and just destroyed it all. So we had to get deeper in some spots than anticipated. It's one of those that you don't know what you got until you get into it, and that's another reason why I'm trying to, hopefully next year we can try to push toward another piece of equipment that'll help us grind these up and set it back down to where it gives us, we can build the base back up with it. I'm still in works with the county and also with TxDOT on getting wrap material. They didn't have any available for me when I started this project, and I was really relying on a lot of that. But I am working real tight with them, and as soon as they get some available, they'll be bringing it to us. And that'll be a godsend for Marlin on that part. The old machine that we have, the county's letting us borrow theirs until we can get ours repaired. A lot of this stuff's been sitting for a while, it hadn't been used, and we start using it, and of course it starts breaking every time you turn around. So I'm trying to keep the cost down, but the citizens deserve roads they can be driven on, and it'll benefit the city as far as bringing other businesses and residents in if we can just get these roads cleaned up and repaired. And it took a long time to tear them up, and it's going to take a while to get them fixed, but we're working on it. We've got, this is almost 200 tons of asphalt just on this half section of road on Ward here. And we still got the other half to go, so it's going to take us a while to get everything pushed in and pulled around. When we work this asphalt, it has to be worked quickly. Hot mix hardens real fast, so when we lay it down, we have to be on the spot, ready to roll, and blading everything in. We do have some equipment that would work better if we had a little bit bigger equipment, but we're making what we have work just to show the citizens, we can do this. It's an expensive cost anytime you do any kind of road repair. In the years I've been in this type of business, I have never found a road grant. There's no such a thing. But we're working with engineers to find us different alternatives to help us repair some of these. We do have I don't know if anybody's noticed the curb work over there at Caps and Winters. That will become a new drop zone for the railroad. They're the reasons why we had to put that curbing in per railroad corporation, railroad company. Once they get their drop line set in, we'll be putting new stop signs in on Winters, and Caps is going to be a run-through street. Once we get all that set, there'll be no stop signs on Caps. But right now we're trying to get a four-way stop going. Just everybody keep in mind that that is a four-way stop. My stop signs keep getting knocked down, but I've got the signs in. We're just waiting for the pedestals so we can set them down. And one reason why it takes so long, we have a small crew to take care of the entire city, mowing, limbs, tree trimming, water, sewer, all this stuff. It takes manpower to man all this. So the ones that have been doing this road, and I give kudos where it deserves, is Kendrick Washington and Julio Griffin is the ones that have been working this project from start to finish. And if anybody sees them on the road, they need to shake their hand and tell them thank you, because it's very appreciative of the time and effort that they've spent with the city to help try to get this to make a difference. So I mean, it's for two men to do this kind of work here. We do have some that help when we can break them loose, but mainly it's been Kendrick and Julio that have been doing this, and they've done a really outstanding job for the equipment and the stuff that we've had to work with. So, like I said, it's not me that makes the city look good, it's the employees that make the city look good. Got 10 people that are taking care of 6,000, so I mean, it gets overwhelming really quick. I mean, you got an infrastructure that's, beaten pretty bad, and we're just trying to make improvements when we can and when we can get around into that area to get everything done. Drainage is a big issue in town. We got ideas, and I'm working with engineers to try to get that stuff taken care of, but it takes manpower and time to get everything done. A lot of people, the only time they see the city guys is when they're riding around. Well, they don't see from point A to point B where they've been, what they've done. So I got a lot of community service working ladies and gentlemen that are helping us, working real close with the courts to get them to help us on that. So it's been a big joint effort from all the law enforcement and citizens in Marlin. So I think if we can keep that stride going, I think we'll be all right. I do apologize to all the citizens and the family members that have people in these cemeteries. They are not as nice as I want them. I am working on trying to get that done. I will make it a proud place for us to take our loved ones to, and also to visit. Just getting behind with this rainfall, and the grass is growing faster than I can get it cut, but I have not forgot or am not disrespecting anybody at these cemeteries. We are going to get that taken care of. If the citizens just work with me and help me along as much as possible, it'd be greatly appreciated.